All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful idea, one that's inspired by the thinker Naval Ravikant. And honestly, it could totally change how you think about learning, about growth, about work. It's a whole framework, and it's built on this one simple idea. Stop just consuming information and start actually doing something with it in the real world. So, let's dive in.
This quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? We're all drowning in information. You can learn anything you want online, but just knowing stuff, that's not the real power. The hard part, the real challenge, is developing the judgment to know what to do with that knowledge and, maybe even more importantly, when to do it. So how do you cross that huge gap between what you read in a book and what you do in real life? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
Okay, so to even start building that bridge, you've got to understand that there are basically two different worlds when it comes to learning. You've got the world of theory, the classroom, the textbooks, all that stuff, and then you've got the world of action, and that's what Naval calls the arena.
And this is really the core idea of this whole thing. Naval's point is that unless you are out there doing something, all you're learning is just abstract. It's totally theoretical. It's like collecting 1,000 amazing recipes, but never, ever actually cooking anything. True judgment, the kind that really matters, that only gets built when you have skin in the game. When you're actually in the arena, trying stuff, probably failing a bunch, and learning from what actually happens.
Yeah, this lays it out perfectly, right? On one side, you've got the world of theory. It's all about these high-level principles that sound amazing, but they don't have any real context. It's how you end up, overeducated but completely lost. But then, on the other side, you've got the arena. This is all about learning on the job. It's not about memorizing rules. It's about applying ideas in a specific context. This is how you build that true judgment, that kind of gut instinct for what to do and when. And, this really highlights the danger of only living in that world of theory. You risk becoming what the author Nassim Taleb famously called an intellectual yet idiot, or an IYI. We've all met this person, right? They're brilliant on paper, they've read all the books, but they try to apply these concepts like a robot in all the wrong places because they just don't have that hard-won, real-world feel for things. They've got tons of knowledge, for sure, but zero real wisdom.
Okay, so if the arena is where it's at, if that's where the real learning happens, how do you actually do it well? It's not just about running around doing things randomly. It's about a very deliberate process, a process of learning and refining. And that process is called the art of iteration.
Now this is a huge reframe for a lot of people. We've all heard of the 10,000-hour rule, right? Just put in the time. But Naval argues, no, it's not about the hours. It's about the iterations. It's about how many times you go through a full learning loop. So this isn't just doing the same thing over and over. It's a dynamic cycle of trying something, seeing what happens, and then adjusting your approach. That's where the real magic, the real progress happens.
And here it is, that learning loop, broken down. It looks so simple, but it is unbelievably powerful. It's just 4 steps. First, you do something. You take some kind of action. Then step 2, you got to pause and actually reflect. Okay, how did that go? Step 3, you change it. You adjust your approach based on that feedback. And then, step 4, you just try again. That's it. This little cycle, when you repeat it over and over and over, is the engine behind pretty much everything, from how nature evolves to how we build new technology.
And here's the really crucial point. Iteration isn't just about getting better at a task. It's the tool you use to find your unique thing, your unique contribution. By going through thousands of these little loops, you're constantly redefining what it is you do. It's like a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble. You just keep refining, keep adjusting, until you've created something that only you could have made. And that's how you become the best in the world at it, because it becomes this perfect, authentic expression of who you are.
So as you keep doing this, as you're in the arena iterating over and over, something really powerful starts to happen. You begin to uncover what Naval calls your specific knowledge. And this isn't something you can learn at a classroom. It's something that's already inside you, a kind of unique natural talent. Basically, it's your superpower. And that leads to the most important question you can ask yourself. What is the thing that is just natural to you? Your specific knowledge, your superpower? It's whatever feels like play to you, but looks like hard work to everybody else. See, it's not about grinding away and forcing yourself to learn a skill. It's about discovering what you're already, almost effortlessly, good at. And here's the thing. You're not going to find this by sitting on the couch and thinking about it. You can only find it through action. So while you're in the arena, you've got to look for the clues. What kind of difficult situations do you just handle, like it's no big deal? What are the things that other people are always pointing out, saying,
Wow, you're really good at that. What's the thing you enjoy doing so much it's at an almost psychopathic level, as Naval puts it? It's all about finding those things that are just a pure expression of who you are. So once you start to get a sense of what that superpower is, the whole game changes. Seriously, it's no longer about trying to fit into some predefined box. It becomes a matching problem. Your job is now to find the right business, or the right role, or even the right co-founder that aligns perfectly with your natural gifts. And in today's world, there is so much leverage available for unique skills like these. The whole key is just finding that perfect fit.
You know, this whole process, living in the arena, iterating, finding your superpower, it does more than just change what you do for a living. It fundamentally changes how you see the world. It builds this incredible mindset of agency, which is really just a deep-down belief that you, and you alone, are in the driver's seat of your own life.
Now look, this isn't all easy. There's a price. When your work becomes a true expression of who you are, all those old boundaries, they just dissolve. There's no 9 to 5 anymore. There's no turning it off at the end of the day. You are your work. You are the business. And that constant, always-on engagement, well, that's the price you pay for this kind of freedom. But then there's the prize. And the prize is, well, it's pretty extraordinary. When you're operating in your zone of genius, it just doesn't feel like work. It feels like play. You're judged on what you produce. That's it. And you're only accountable to yourself. And that experience, that level of freedom, it kind of makes you unemployable. The idea of going back to a normal job with a boss telling you what to do, it becomes almost impossible to even imagine.
It's really like a one-way door, because once you get a taste of that kind of freedom, where you're driven completely by your own curiosity and motivation, it's just about impossible to go back through that door. That experience of real autonomy just completely rewires your brain about what work is and what it should be.
And this all comes down to the absolute core of this agency mindset: radical, total, personal responsibility. Now, this isn't about pretending that life is fair or that bad things don't happen. It's about understanding that every time you blame something outside of yourself, you are giving away your power. By taking ownership of everything that happens to you, you hold on to your agency. Because if you own the problem, you also own the power to find the solution. It's this deep belief that you can actually change things, because you can.
So in the end, this whole framework, it's more than just a neat strategy for learning things. It's really a call to action. It's a call to get off the sidelines, to stop just watching, and to step into the arena of your own life. Because it's only through doing, through iterating, and through discovering your own unique strengths that you can build something that only you can build. So the final question I want to leave you with isn't just, what are you going to learn? It's, you're in the arena now. What are you going to build?